Trappe Dubbel.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. It is the 4th of July. It is the day that the pubs reopen, but I'm not going to a pub. I just can't be arsed with all the rigmarole and all the procedures you've got to go through to get in a pub. On the first day there's just going to be so many people there. It's just going to be a complete shit show. So I'm going to wait till during the week. There's a local sort of brew pub down the road. I will head down there and make up for some lost time. But in the meantime, I've got a bottle of this. This is Trappe, the Trappist Dubbel. The only one, or the only Trappist beer that you can get from the Netherlands, or that is brewed in the Netherlands. Now there's a bit of controversy surrounding that. They're owned by I think what they call it, Schwinkels family. If you're not familiar with them, maybe you've heard of the Bavaria beer. You may have seen that in the supermarket. That's not German at all. That is Dutch lager that they've called Bavaria. A bit sneaky, in my opinion, but that's the way it was. I think they did that because they wanted to denote the brewery as being a bottom fermenting brewer, or where bottom fermented beer was brewed, so they called it Bavaria, as in the Bavarian style of beer. Personally, I just think it's a marketing ploy to people. People are probably buying that in the supermarket thinking they're drinking German beer, when they're not doing anything at all. They're drinking dodgy Dutch beer. And to be honest, no disrespect to any of the Dutch people out there, but some of the beer that they produce, and every country's got their crap beer, but we seem to be inundated with a lot of crap Dutch beer, like Grolsch and Heineken and Amstel and all that, and I just don't like it. Sorry, but it may taste different over in Holland. I rarely drink it. I make a point of not drinking Heineken, not drinking the Bavaria stuff. I've seen it in the supermarket so many times. I just won't go near it. For the simple fact is, I think if you're going to be that sneaky, you're disguising a bad product. And so that's just my philosophy. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, but anyway. But I'm not totally against Dutch beer. That's why I got a bottle of this. So let's stop gassing and let's investigate this beer. We'll get the bins on.
Well, it's good to see a cheerful face in these frantic days.
Right, this is a 7% 330ml bottle of La Trappe. I've tried their golden ale before. That was really nice, or the blonde, and that was really good, I have to say. So I'm hoping their double will be the same. Now, I've just tried the Spencer American Trappist beer, and that was really nice. So I know that the Spencer stuff is not a double, it's different. So I'm just making the point that at the moment I am drinking Trappist beer on the 4th of July. Should I be drinking Budweiser? No, I shouldn't. There's the cap. It's got a D on it. Let's get the aroma. Sweet caramel. Didn't Neil Diamond do a song about that? Or was that Caroline? No, I'm sure it was Sweet Caramel, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm not going to start singing. Banana, esters, sweetness. It's like a sugary sweetness. I know they've added sugar to this. Glucose syrup, I think it is. And there's a little touch of caramel malt on it. And some fruit too. Okay, let's get it into the glass. Now, as I said, there's a bit of controversy around this beer because it had its Trappist status taken off of it, because there basically wasn't many Trappists brewing the beer, Trappist monks brewing the beer. It was basically civilians, if you like, and it was taken away from them for a time, but it was reinstated on appeal. And apparently now the Trappist monks do take an active role in brewing this beer. So, what we got on the nose out of the glass. Lovely. That does smell good, I have to say. Very sweet, caramel, fruity, dark fruit like dates and raisins. Nice, and there's a little whiff of spirit alcohol on that as well, so this could be interesting. Let's get it down the hatch. Proost, as they say in Holland. That is not bad at all. Quite a bit of carbonation on that, but you're inundated with some caramel malt, sweet caramel malt, and banana flavours, which is obviously coming from the yeast. But there's also some fruit on there as well, and that fruit is quite nice. And on the arse end, I'm getting vanilla too now. That's nice. There is the slightest suggestion of spirit alcohol on that too, but it's not overpowering at all. The carbonation is light in the mouth, which is nice. It's there, but it's not obtrusive like you do get on some of these Trappist beers. I have to say, this is quite nice. There's a fair bit of sugary sweetness on that, and that leaves a very slight, I wouldn't say sticky, but clingy aftertaste. I normally get that from Belgian doubles where they put dextrose in there. Now I'm not sure whether it's dextrose or sugar that they've actually put in there, or some sort of syrup, but I do notice on the Belgian doubles with dextrose in it, it like clings to the back of your mouth, and you get that sweet, sort of sweet dark fruit flavour, which can be nice if it's done right. With this, it's a tad sweet for me. But that's the only downside. I have to say the carbonation is lovely. They've got the carbonation spot on with this. You know it's there, but it's not obtrusive, and that's just how I like it, because it just leaves a very, very slight tingling on the tongue, but it's not coarse, it's not abrasive, and it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't interfere with the flavour, I think. And this, to be fair, is full of flavour, and I like it. You're getting dark fruit, you're getting a touch of vanilla, caramel malt, and that sweetness, like it's like a fruity sweetness, like, you know, do you remember the dates you used to get at Christmas? It reminds me of that. And you had that plastic fork with all the bits sticking out of it, and you'd eat it. Yeah, it's quite nice, I have to say. It's not the best Belgian double, I have to say, but it is not bad. I will give it that. No complaints. So what's the verdict? Yeah, I quite like this. As I said before, I'm not a massive fan of Dutch beer. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure they do some great beers, and I think what it is, it's because, you know, I've seen that Bavaria stuff. I've tried Heineken before over here. I've tried the Amstel stuff. They sell Amstel over at West Ham. Fucking £5 something a pint. Bollocks. They did that once to me. They won't do that again. What else? Yeah, you got that. You got Grolsch as well. Sorry, but the fucking Grolsch is disgusting that you get over here. It really isn't good. I never liked it, even when it first came out in the 80s. Now, I don't know whether that was brewed in Holland in the 80s, but no, I never liked it. And I don't know whether that's made me have a sort of a bit of a downer on Dutch beer. But stuff like this, I'm coming round. I'll avoid the Dutch lager and anything else that they do, you know, I'll give it a go. This stuff is not bad. I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. It's not going to get a higher mark. I think the sweetness on that, it's just a little bit sort of, I wouldn't say overpowering, but it lingers. It lingers on the back end, and I do like that sort of clingy style of sweetness that you get from the Belgian Trappist stuff. But this, it just, I don't know, it just tastes too refined. It's like refined sugar sweetness, which I'm not really a fan of. But I'll tell you something, everything else, the fruit, the vanilla, the banana esters on it, they're absolutely lovely. Really good effort, I think. 8.5 out of 10, recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.